Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 116. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, that's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to go ahead, click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. Shoot the breeze, say hello, promote yourself, your business, etc., your special events. All that would be great. Just go ahead and do that. And if you share this out, that would be really awesome because then more people here in Durham can find out what is happening. So let me get started. Let's see. There's my specs right there. Let me move my keyboard out of the way. Grab my little iPad. And let's see. Let's start out with the word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and, of course, city, county, and state governments. And I'm always adding to it. So that page is getting longer and longer. So go up and down the page, see if you can sign up for something to help your family or yourself. And you might even find a place or two to volunteer at. So let me click on Word. There we go. Okay, now the Durham County Libraries are all open until 6, and then tomorrow they reopen at 9:30, and Bragtown is not open on the weekend. And by the way, just in case you didn't know, the main library is now open on Sundays. I think it's 1 to 6. Let me see real quick. Scroll down to Durham County Libraries on the Word page. Durham County Wait, there's so much on this page. It's ridiculous. It's getting a little ridiculous. Okay, there it is. Durham County Library. Okay, so tomorrow the libraries are open from 9:30 until 6, except for Bragtown, of course. And then on Sundays, the main library is open from 1 until 6. That's really great, especially for students and for people who are only having a Sunday off in terms of their job hunt or, whatever it is you need to do in the library. All right. So that's wonderful. And I think SCORE has something going on real soon. Let me check SCORE because SCORE is the Service Corps of Retired Executives, and that is where you can get a mentor. They have classes in person and online for people who are needing to learn how to run a business or start a business. So let me scroll down to SCORE. Let's see. And like I said, get a mentor because you can really get some good advice from someone who's already gone through what it is that you're going through. Okay. Let's see. There it is, tomorrow, the 17th. Yes, there's going to be an in person class at the main library downtown, 300 North Roxborough Street, and that will be in room 4347. The class starts at 10:30 and it's called Intro to Record Keeping. You want to keep good records if you're running a business so you can learn how to keep records and what records to keep. So that's going to be tomorrow from 10:30 until noon. It's totally free, but they do want you to sign up. They want to make sure that they have enough space for everybody in case they have to move it to another room. But for now, it's going to be in room 4347. Okay, let's go to the to your health page. See what's happening in that area. Let's see. There are these health studies. You might want to look into those. Maybe you can help out, help local scientists and universities with their research. These are special projects that you participate in. Sometimes it's a one-time thing, one visit. Sometimes it's over a period of time. And usually they do compensate you for your time and effort. So check it out on To Your Health page. Okay, right now I think I'll check for the blood drives. Let's see, because you can literally save lives by donating blood. Let's see. So, yeah, the American Red Cross, not until next Wednesday. Okay, Blood Connection, their next blood drive is, because they had one yesterday. Oh, so not until Monday at Elizabeth Street, UMC, from noon until 5. Okay, good to know. So I'm going to scroll down to the health equipment loan program because with today being Friday, they're open today. They're open 2 days a week, Tuesdays 10 to 2, and then Fridays 1 to 5. So the HELP program is the Health Equipment Loan Program run by the county. And basically, they help people to get their hands on things that could help them with self care and self transport, like canes, walkers, wheelchairs, crutches, things to help you in the toilet, the shower, bath, transfer aids, and that is helping people, like suppose a loved one is in a wheelchair but they want to hop over into the tub. So they have contraptions to help them with that to make so they could slide over from the wheelchair into the bathtub. Let's see. Oh, it's called a tub transfer bench. Okay, there you go. Oh, they also have grab bars and they have all kinds of great stuff. So you can see the whole list of what they have and what they accept by going first to durhamskywriter.com, and then you go to the To Your Health page and scroll down and you'll see the health equipment loan program. Oh, let me give you their address. It's 4206 North Roxborough Street. They're on the first floor. So if you want to donate something, they would love that. They clean it up, repair as necessary, and then they go ahead and they loan it out to people who otherwise can't afford these items. And the nice thing about it is that they loan them out for 90 days at a time. So it's also good for people just out of the hospital. Maybe you're just out of the hospital, but you know you can't afford a knee scooter or a wheelchair, but you don't need it forever. So check out the help program because that's a great alternative to borrow a wheelchair or something like that instead of trying to buy one because they cost hundreds, literally. Okay, let me scroll to the top of the page here. Go to the health events page by clicking on the button there, the big blue button. Let's see, today's the 16th. Okay, nothing today, but I will mention because tomorrow, on Saturday shows, usually I only read from the Let's Go page. So, what I'm going to point out is that the LGBT Center of Raleigh, they host these triangle autism discussions on the first and third Saturdays, and tomorrow is the third Saturday. So they will be having an online meeting, and basically it's for self and professionally diagnosed people with autism. And basically, they hang out together. They talk. You don't have to be a member of the LGBTQ community. It's just that the LGBT Center of Raleigh, they're nice enough to offer their site for to host the meeting. So if you have autism, like I said, self or professionally diagnosed, you're welcome. You're more than welcome. They have it on Saturdays, first and third Saturdays. So tomorrow from 4:30 until 6, and you can get the link. Go ahead and sign up for this Zoom event. And it's free, of course. Okay, let's see. Oh, while I'm at it, so I know I'll forget to mention this tomorrow, Transforming Families NC, in partnership with the LGBTQ Center of Durham, they host an online support group meeting for parents and caretakers of transgender, gender creative, gender nonconforming, and questioning youth. That's going to be this Sunday from 4:30 until 6:30, and that is going to be online on Zoom. So you might want to sign up for that. And you can write. I have the email address so you can get more information. All righty, let's go to the Senior Scope page and see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Rigsby Avenue. Great place to hang out if you're 55 plus. They've got a theater, they've got workout rooms, they've got a cafe. I mean, they don't actually have food that you can like go and buy, but they have a cafe for events. They have a pool table. They have let's see, what else do they have? Oh, computer room. They've got a computer room so you can check your email and, do whatever computing you need to do. And let me just tell you, in fact, let me find that listing where it says, whoa, I went past it. where it says that the fitness center, computer room, and recreation room are always open for drop ins all day. Okay, so let's see what's going on this afternoon with it being Friday. Let's see. Oh, did I mention? Yeah, they have a theater. So at 12:30, if you can get there in 20 minutes, at 12:30 they'll be showing the movie Dream Girls, and I think it's a takeoff on I think the Supremes. But anyway, it's a girl group, and it should be a fun movie. I don't know if it's how much fun it. I don't know if it's. I don't think it's a comedy. I think it's more of a drama. But I have seen excerpts, and it looks like it's really intense. It's really good flick. So it's going to be today at 12:30 with popcorn. So not only is it free, and you can park for free, but they also have free popcorn. It doesn't get better than that. I'm just saying. Now, if you don't want to see a movie, at 1 o'clock, they're going to have afternoon bingo, so you can play that. And then at 1 o'clock, they're also at one, chair flow and flex with this exercising while seated. And it has a red FB, the post on the Durham Skywriter Senior Scope page has a red FB on it. And that means, this is a new addition, that means that it's broadcast live on the Durham Center for Senior Life's Facebook page. So if you can't make it in person, but you still want to work out, most of these classes that are on Facebook are workout, exercise classes. So sometimes we just can't make it in person, and that's fine. So you can attend via Facebook and still get your workout in. How about that? Now let's check for special events. Let's see. Today's the 16th. Hmm. Oh, the only event that's listed is the Aging with Pride Social Club, and that will be from 2:15 until 3:15 in the classroom, where senior members of the LGBT plus community can meet and just hang out, share resources, and basically just, like I said, have a good time just hanging out with each other. All righty. Um, let's go to the Let's Go page, shall we? And Let's Go page, that's the, you can guess, is the calendar of events page. So let's find out what's on the docket for the Bull City. Let's see, let me scroll down. There we go. Oh, they're giving away food right now as we speak. They just started about 15 minutes ago. The Community Health Coalition, they have a new spot where they give away food on Fridays and Saturdays. And that location is Kyle's Temple, AME Zion Church, 409 Dunstan Avenue. And it's right there. It's right off of Fayetteville Street. Can't miss it. It's next to the, well, it's kind of almost in the middle of the block. But you see like the dental office, and you'll know you're on the right street. So go ahead and park on the correct side of the street, and then run in and get some free groceries. Now the door won't be open, and sometimes I see people, they don't know which door to go through, and they're embarrassed, to try the door. But of course, you don't go upstairs to the sanctuary; it's not there. That first door closest to the street, that's the door. Just go ahead and walk right on in. They won't mind at all. So don't be shy. You don't have to, even if you knock, it's a solid door. They're not going to hear you knock. Ask me how I know. They're not going to hear you. So just walk right in, and they will welcome you, and they will give you some food. If you're struggling, don't be embarrassed. Just go ahead. That's what they're there for. They're here to help the community. So again, that is from noon until 2, and that is at 409 Dunstan Avenue, Kyle's Temple, AME Zion Church, courtesy of the Community Health Coalition. Now, the Friday co-working and networking social just started, and will go through 5 o'clock at the Glass Jug Beer Lab, 545 Foster Street, downtown. And basically on Fridays, from noon until 5, they have this event where freelancers, entrepreneurs, remote workers who are usually working in isolation, they're invited to, spend the last few hours of their work week there at the Glass Jug. So basically, you set up shop. They have high, fast internet. Do your work, from noon until 4. And then from 4 until 5, you get to meet the day's co workers, make some new friends, maybe even form a partnership or work on something together. You never know because you never know who's going to be there. So, this is for people who are working in isolation and they want to get out of the house, but still get the work done. So, that's on every Friday. So, if you think it's too late for you to do it today, they might not mind you're tiptoeing in right now as long as there's space. But if you don't want to do that, then just know that the Glass Jug downtown, that they do this every Friday. Okay, let's see. Now tonight from 5:30 until 7:30 at Boxyard RTP, the outdoor venue at 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. They're going to be featuring Stephen Munoz. He hosts Lojo, and that is Log Off, Jam On. Now, this Lojo is Lojo plus one. So this is where Stephen Munoz, who's a great musician, I remember seeing him during COVID, doing R&B, singing, playing guitar. So, and he might play more than R&B. I don't know, but he's really good. So with the plus one Lojo, that is where he performs with a rotating list of local talented musicians. So you might want to check that out. It's totally free, no pressures ever put on you to buy anything, but you will be surrounded by restaurants. So even though it's outdoors, I know it's kind of cool today. They do have those propane heaters, and then they also have at least two tables. I have spotted at least two tables that have fire pits. So you might want to grab one of those because I know it's going to be kind of cold tonight. Well, cold for the south, but cold nevertheless. So that's going to be at Backyard RTP, 5:30 until 7:30. Oh, also overhead they have heaters, and then they have this humongous fan pushing the warm air down. So you should be okay. Line Dancing with Jitterbug at the Edison Johnson Recreation Center, which is at 500 West Murray Avenue. That will be from 6 until 7. Costs $4 and it's 3 for seniors. Wheels Durham is going to have Durham Family Night Skate from 6 until 8:30. Wheels Durham is the roller rink at 715 North Hoover Road. So basically, they dropped the price. Admission is only 8, which is great because then they're inviting you to just bring the kids, bring the whole family, and skate. Now, if you don't have skates, you can rent skates for 6, and then it's 7 if you're a fancy rollerblader. So if you're bringing your kids, but you don't plan to skate, adults who are age 18 plus, and you're bringing your kid or a little sibling or cousin or whatever, if you don't plan to skate, they still want you to pay 4. I guess that's their rules. But yeah, so you pay 4 just to get in. But for skaters, you only pay 8 because that's kind of like half off, depending on, it's a different price every day. All righty. Now it is third Friday, but it is also cold. So DDI, downtown Durham, usually they host third Friday by having a DJ out at CCB Plaza, and they have maps and information and trinkets and giveaways and stuff. But it's a little nippy today, so they announced that they will not be out at CCB Plaza. However, they still want you to head out, go downtown, and enjoy the beautiful art on display at the various galleries. They're still in business, of course. They're indoors. So let me tell you what's going on as far as what I know. Oh, first I need to tell you that the Makers Society, they host the Durham Foodie Fair every third Friday in Durham Central Park. So they won't be out there again until March because, again, it's cold out. So the Durham Art Guild, 120 Morris Street, they're hosting the 71st annual Juror Talk and Awards. That's going to be tonight from 6 until 8. So you get to see a lot of really beautiful art tonight. The Durham Arts Council, they share the same building, 120 Morris Street. They're going to be featuring the Seasons of Joy exhibit by the Inter Latin American Artist Collective in both the Allenton and the Samans galleries from 6 until 8, and you can enjoy works by all of these different artists: Caro Arias, Leticia Alvarez, Antonio Alanis, Jennifer Cruz, Ciprian, Cornelio Campos, Pepe Caudillo, Lisania Cruz, Celestino, Jose Manuel Cruz, Jason Franklin. How'd he get in there? Anthony Garza, Raulo Howard, Luis McKinney, Danny Pena, Nora Phillips, Jorge Luis Ramos, Karen Rose, Alida Gonzalez Sanchez. Oh, this is a cool name. Ambiorix. Ambiorix. Any name with an X is cool. Ambiorix Santos, Miriam Simil, and Jorge Zuluaga. All of those great artists will have their art on display at the Durham Arts Council from 6 until 8. Definitely check them out. Now, the Durham Visitor Info Center at 212 West Main Street, they're going to be presenting Life is Service, a photography exhibit by Jordan Abdur Raouf. And that's going to be from 6 until 8 tonight. And they're going to have free pizza. 5 Points Gallery, which is at, wait, did I give you the address, the Durham Arts Council? I think I did, 120 Morris Street, in case I forgot to say that. Okay, now 5 Points Gallery, which is at 109 East Chapel Hill Street, they're going to be presenting Winter at 5 Points Gallery Members Exhibit. So obviously you get to see arts by the members of 5 Points Gallery. So definitely check that out. And that will be from 6 until 9 tonight. The Durham Marriott, they do this every month for third Friday from 201 Foster Street. They're going to have the Artist Link pop-up exhibit and sale featuring talented visual artists with disabilities. It's made possible by Arts Access Inc. And in fact, I have a cute little item that I bought there some months ago. So check it out. It's this little Velcro closing, and basically it is a holder for, wait a minute, for a sticky pad. Isn't that cute? It's adorable. And then the artist made this nice wraparound case, and then you close it with the Velcro. Very clever. With a little bow tie. How about that? So you can get really cute items there. So I definitely encourage you to head out to the Durham Marriott, and that will be through 8:30, starting at 6 o'clock, 6 to 8:30. Okay, I'm not done. The Artisan Market at 305, which is at 305 East Chapel Hill Street, they'll be featuring Bethany Dufferin of Wherever's Jewelry, and that will be from 6 until 9. And why not visit next door at Through This Lens Photo Gallery, because I know Roy Lee's going to have some nice photos on display. Golden Belt Arts, which is at 800 Taylor Street in Golden Belt, they're going to be featuring all the latest exhibits by their local artists from 6 until 9, and that's a great gallery as well. And then, as far as I know, the bull ride will probably be circling around, taking people back and forth from downtown to Golden Belt and Brightleaf, and it's free. Basically, it's a vehicle, I think it's purple, or it's purple in the front, and you can hail it, like a taxi or whatever. I think that's how it works. And then they'll take you to Golden Belt, because Golden Belt is not quite in walking distance. Neither is Brightleaf, unless you really like to walk. So Bull Ride is courtesy of Downtown Durham Inc. Hey, look who's here. Dave saying, thank God it's Friday, my wonderful YouTube friend. Thank you, Dave. Fist bump, as always. It is Friday. Boy, it was kind of a fast. I don't know about you, but maybe because it's not just post holidays. I mean, it's the middle of the middle of the month, isn't it? It just seemed to go kind of fast. This week went kind of fast. I still feel like it's holiday season still. I don't know. How do you feel about it? I still feel like I'm still telling people Happy New Year. Just saying. Okay. So that's it for third Friday. Now, Wheels Durham is going to have another session tonight. Again, Wheels Durham, owned by the city. 715 North Hoover Road. They're going to have Friday night adult night skate tonight for age 18 plus skaters. Admission is 13. You can rent skates if you don't own them. And they'll be playing, I think they're playing, no, I think the hip hop night is Saturdays, right? Let me check. Oh, yeah, hip hop skate is on Saturdays. Okay, so this is adult night skate. So they'll probably be playing some hip hop too. And I'm guessing they'll be playing some, I mean, if I were the DJ, I'd play a mix of pop, rock, hip hop. I'd throw some jazz in there too. I'm just saying. So, and Dave agrees. It's kind of like the holidays are slow to let go of us, so to speak. It still feels, I'm still in the glow of the holidays. Well, plus, my niece, who's an Episcopalian priest, they're just celebrating, what does she call it? Because you've seen it on YouTube, probably on TV, where they celebrate Christmas all the way up to January something. I can't remember. Anyway, so they're still celebrating. So every time I talk to Jahan, he's telling me, about a party or an event or something. So they're still celebrating Christmas. So I am too, vicariously. All righty. So that is it for today's events. Now, if you like to run, but you don't want to run like a competitive run, check out the Durham NC Park Run. They've been doing this every Saturday for decades. I don't know, for quite a while. So they start at 8 o'clock in the morning at Southern Boundaries Park, which is at 100 Third Fork Creek. So this is a 5K event. You can walk it, you can jog it, you can run it. Basically, the run starts next to the parking lot, and the softball field nearest to Third Fork Road is totally free. And you can click to get more information and to register. So if you like to run, and a lot of people like to run or walk, get it over with so they can just get on with their Saturday, you might want to check this out because they start at 8 o'clock. And Dave's saying, keep the party going. You know that's right. You definitely know that's right. I mean, why not? Okay. Now, once you get your run in, then you can check out the farmers market. We have two farmers markets tomorrow. One in Durham Central Park, which is the Durham Farmers Market from 9 until noon. And then the South Durham Farmers Market is at Hub RTP 500 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54, also from 9 until noon. Both have this deal where if you use SNAP, EBT, you live in a DHA building using WIC or whatever, you can double your money. Stop at the manager's table before you go shopping because you want to double your money. You want to let them know, for example, if you're going to spend $15, they'll give you $15 worth of tokens. I think it's how it works. So that's how it works with the senior vouchers, which I was happy to get last year. So they'll give you all these tokens. They want to encourage us to have our whole families, everybody, and it just shouldn't be people who are well off enjoying the best food. They want everyone to have access to fresh, healthy food so that we can all be, excuse me, strong and healthy. Wait a minute, clear my throat there. So that we can all be strong and healthy and have strong and healthy kitties. All right. So that is from 9 until noon. And don't forget that the Durham Craft Market, they share the space. They share Durham Central Park with the Durham Farmers Market, and they're on the north end of the park. All righty. Let's see. Now, Kids Bop Skate at Wheels Durham is from 11 until 1:30. Admission is 13, and then you can rent skates if you don't own them. The Community Health Coalition will continue their food giveaway at Kyle's Temple at 409 Dunstan Avenue tomorrow from noon until 2. And Boxyard RTP We'll be featuring original Americana tunes by The Simple Joy during the Saturdays music series from noon until 2. Now, Americana music is kind of like, it's very American, but it's kind of like a mix of, it sounds like folk music, kind of like. So it's like folk. Sometimes some bands who play Americana music approach from the bluesy side. So some are more folky, some are more bluesy, some even sound kind of like bluegrassy, Irish, whatever. But Americana covers all of that. Usually it's acoustic though. Usually it's pretty much acoustic music. So I think that is it. So let's check the weather. I know it's definitely cool out. I can feel it in my bones. Let's check the weather. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's still only in the 30s right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, wow. See, I haven't been out yet. It's 38 degrees right now. It is sunny though, and it looks like it's going to be sunny. Let's see. All afternoon? Yeah, it's going to be sunny all afternoon. Special weather statement. Wait, let me click on that. Special weather alert. So let me click on that. Um, oh, wait, that's for yesterday. Okay, wait. Let me click on the one for today. Okay. Weather event. Increased fire danger will result this afternoon from low relative humidity values around 20%, combined with ongoing dry fuels and southwesterly winds that will gust to around 20 to 25 miles per hour. Outdoor burning is discouraged. Please consult your local burn permitting authorities. I guess they mean the fire department, as to whether burning is allowed. And you know it isn't. If you must burn, use extreme caution as fires can spread rapidly under these conditions. Yeah, let's not burn anything today. Oh, may I ask how the writing class went, buddy? Oh, that was great. Oh, Dave, woo, that was a great. Wait, let me show your comment here. So the class that Dave is asking about, let me go to the senior scope page so I could read the name of the class correctly so you can know what I'm talking about. So let me go to the special events. It was called From Family Love to Historical Fiction, Turn Family Stories and Mementos into Writing. That was Dave. That was the class to end all classes. Everybody was thrilled and asked for the teacher to come back and teach another one. Basically, what it was about was taking your family stories and making a book out of them, or maybe articles or whatever. How to get started, how to how to approach it, how to decide and what form it's going to be. Because you have to choose when you write a story, is it going to be nonfiction or is it going to be fiction? Because sometimes with history, um, sometimes you have to fill in blanks because you weren't there. So maybe you have just enough information to tell part of a story, in which case you can make it historical fiction. And in fact, the teacher, oh, let me get her name. Her name is Melora Fern. So her, this is wild. She found out after her grandmother died, she found this memento box belonging to her grandmother and found out that in her young years, her grandmother was a professional whistler. I know you've never heard of it. I haven't either. But basically, like when you watch those Disney movies and they're whistling, whistle while you, those were women whistlers. They were trained whistlers. And also in like rural communities, they were trying to bring the arts, but they didn't have all this money to have, full bands with fiddles and all the music, all the musical instruments and whatnot. So whistlers would do like the solos that ordinarily the violinist would, or the fiddler would play. So because she didn't have enough information, because after all, she didn't find out that her grandmother was a whistler until her grandmother was deceased. So she had no one to ask questions of. So what she did was to make it a historical fiction story. So she changed the name. I think she changed the name of the town. So she had to change it, and this enabled her to make things up, to flesh out the story, to still tell her grandmother's story, but it had to be done in a fiction way because she didn't have enough to really tell the nonfiction story. And then she was explaining how if you're going to tell it as a nonfiction story, it has to be a truth. You can't fill in the blanks. But one of the students said that some writer is trying to introduce a third category where you're writing a nonfiction story, but you're filling in the blanks by putting in information that you know happened, that you can assume or hope that your family member that you're writing about was probably there attending. So anyway, it was a great class. She was telling us the resources that we could use to do research. Um, and for those of you who are writers and you're interested in family stories, check out the North Carolina room at the main library. Definitely might want to check that out. But anyway, Dave, boy, that was a great class. That was a great class. And I wouldn't mind taking it again. It was that good. So, and Dave was saying, I'm glad you enjoyed it. You can tell I definitely enjoyed it. And like I said, if she had a part two, I would sign up so fast it wouldn't even be funny. Because boy, I was taking notes like, I mean, boy, it was good. Plus, the other students were people who, by the time you're reaching my age, you have so many stories inside you that you've gathered from your grandparents and your parents and siblings and stuff. And uh, it's just coming to just realizing that these stories are worth remembering and worth passing down. It's just a matter of how are we going to do it and what tools are we going to use to get that done. So anyway, start thinking about stuff like that. You don't have to be old to write family stories because, I mean, we all have some kind of story. Sometimes when you're a kid, um, you actually it's good to write stuff down, even if you're a kid, even if you're 12 years old and your grandparents tell you stories, especially if they go before you're ready for them to go, but you have the stories written down. Because my granddad tended, he didn't always tell the exact same story, but he told us the same stories enough times that I was able to remember them. So I need to write those down as well to pass those down. So anyway, Dave, it was great. It was really great. So I think I did. Did I do the weather? I think I did the weather. Yeah, I did the weather. So I was telling you about the fire danger, right? So getting back to the weather, let me just continue. So I didn't even tell you what the high is today. So right now it's 38. And Dave is saying, have a great weekend. Thanks, Dave, and I hope you have a great weekend as well. I'm going to finish the weather and then I'll be out. So it's 38 right now. It's going to be sunny all day long, but the high is going to be 42, and that's not bad at all for winter. Tomorrow's high will be 53. Sorry, got excited. 53, so that's better. Although it's going to be cloudy, but still 53 is not bad at all. Sunday, the high will be 42, like today, but there's an 80% chance of rain. So, yeah. Looking ahead to next week, 40s. Ooh, the high Tuesday is only going to be 37 degrees. Oh my goodness. But Dr. King's birthday is going to be 46. That's a good day for a day of service, for doing, for helping others. 46, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So that is it. Whoa, did I see thunderstorm? Wow, next week we're going to have a thunderstorm. Isn't that odd for winter? Okay. Anyway, that is it for today's show. And Dave, oh, fist bump to Dave. Thank you so much for being here. I really love it when you're dropping in. And for those who are watching the replay or watching this on the replay, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. And with that, have a beautiful day. Oh, tomorrow's show will be at 10 because Saturday shows are always at 10 because I like to tell you about the farmers markets for those who don't know about the farmers markets. Why would I do the show at noon and then say, yeah, you missed the farmers market, it just closed? So I do the show at 10 o'clock on Saturdays. So with that, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow at 10. Ciao for now.